Now from the land of 10,000 lakes, we've got afternoon baseball from Target Field in Minneapolis. Today, it's the home opener for this new season between the New York Yankees and the Minnesota Twins. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Standing in, the leadoff man, Jacoby Ellsbury. So we are ready for baseball.
Jacoby Ellsbury.
And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. Pulled toward right center field. And he's going to have extra bases right out of the chute today. And he's looking for 3 right out of the gates today. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double. Carlos Beltran is in now, looking to get something to the right side with that leadoff man at second to start the ball game.
Yeah, it's really important to have a productive at-bat right here. You know, it's such a big deal to jump on a team early, especially when you're on the road.
Escobar is under it as he puts it away for out number 1. Greg Bird takes his first trip to the plate with the leadoff man still at...
Well, it would have been a lot nicer if that number 2 guy could have moved him over to third base. It would have been easier to drive in that early run, but guess what? A single will probably still get the job done.
And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. First pitch coming. Here it is. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. 1 out and a runner on second base. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Yelich going back at the track, but it bangs off the wall, and that should get him on the board. Mark Teixeira will stand in, hoping to perhaps pick up a base hit so we can climb over that Mendoza line. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he commits to the pitch inside, and he definitely went around. That's strike 1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. And Teixeira able to lay off again as they don't want to give in. It's 3-1.
Oh, with every pitch it misses, he just keeps digging himself a deeper and deeper hole.
And the count will be full. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he misses with it, ball 4. So that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. Here's the first pitch to him. That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Mauer will have room there as he puts it away in front of the dugout for out number 2. Aaron Judd steps into the box now, and he does so in what feels like what will be an important moment in this one. Bases loaded, high score. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. Now a ball hit high and fairly deep down the left field line. This ball has a chance and gone for a home run.
Batting 7.
So he promptly unloads the bases with that one as they move on top 4-0. Didi Gregorius is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Look out, 2-0 now. 4 runs here in this half inning. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now.
Yeah, you wonder if we're going to be seeing that high strike. That one looked to be above the letters, but not so in the eyes of the home plate umpire.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Around second, he'll try for third. Throw won't get him. Starlin Castro stands in with another first-inning RBI opportunity in store.
Yeah, and this has been an impressive first inning for these guys, and you know they'd love to tack one on here.
That's popped up out towards short right field. Dozier is there for it, and that retires the side. Eduardo Escobar comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Eduardo Escobar.
Hit hard up the middle. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning. Into the box now, Christian Yelich. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Christian Yelich.
Ground ball right side. Oh, and he takes his eye off it there as it goes right past him into right. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Batting third.
Into the box, Miguel Sano, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Sabathia pauses. Here's the first pitch. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 1-1. Here it is. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
Well, this is one of those guys that's got to keep the ball down in the strike zone. He's never going to overpower you. He just needs to use that sinking fastball and the changeup to get guys to hit the ball on the ground. Watch as this game goes along, the ground ball to fly ball ratio.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Here's Castro for 1. Back to first, and a great stretch there may be the difference. It's a double play, and the inning is... Matt Duffy will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
1-2.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Now batting,
Jacoby Ellsbury will try again here. He doubled to kick off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 2-0.
Well, I think most fans would remember Jacoby Ellsbury's amazing 2011 season. That year he won a Gold Glove, a Silver Slugger, and was runner-up for the AL MVP award just behind Justin Verlander. That was a pretty big year.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Now batting.
Settling in now, Carlos Beltran, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. He's set. Here it comes. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Sano is there. 2 down. Stepping in, Greg Bird. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. A runner on first with 2 away. Now a throw over to first, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Runner goes for second. 3rd foul ball in a row, and this is turning into a pretty good at-bat. He's running again. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Brian Dozier will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
And you know what, guys? It's just not getting a whole lot better for this guy either. He's hitting under 230 over his last 10 games.
Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Beltran is over. 1 down. Kenny's Vargas stands in.
Designated hitter, Kenny.
Sabathia into his motion. Here comes the first pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Now that's popped up, calling for it, Teixeira, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Joe Mauer gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Mark Teixeira is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Not close. It's 2-0. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run.
Your attention, please.
So a solo shot off the bat of Mark. Adam Conley is going to come on to pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the third inning, he may be asked to work for a while. Out in front of it, strike one. The windup and the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Buxton waits on it. And that's the first out of the inning. Aaron Judd digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Grounded down the third baseline. Oh, and he fans on it at third. It's down the left field line. The throw into second, and he is in there. Didi Gregorius digs in here. Hit a triple his first time around.
Yeah, he already got to show off those wheels, so let's see if he can make it happen again in this at-bat.
Here's a two-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Three and 0 now. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Sano has a play. 2 gone. Starlin Castro is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat.
Starlin Castro.
Swing and a line drive, but foul. The 0-1 delivery. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. This is hit high and deep out to left. Yelich ranging back, and this one is gone. A home run.
Now batting, third baseman.
It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left as this lead swells to 7-0. Buxton is there, and that's the third out. Kurt Suzuki stands in for the first time.
Leading off with a twin. Catcher, Kurt Suzuki.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Lifted in the air out to center field. Ellsbury is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Set to get his day started, Byron Buxton, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Bunt attempt, but that'll bounce foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Bat explodes as this has popped up. Smoked on the ground left side. Gregorius backhands it deep in the hole. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
Number 5, Shortstop.
Eduardo Escobar will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
It's great when he gets out there and get things going like he did. Really gets the rest of the team involved.
On the ground to short. This could be two. One there on the first. And for the second time in 3 innings, they've bounced into a double play. And with this one, Jacoby Ellsbury is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Bunt attempt, and it looks like a good one. Plouffe over to his left. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
Now batting.
Carlos Beltran will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around. And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1. Hit on the ground to short. Reined in to Dozier for 1. On to Mauer. It's a double play. Greg Bird ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Suzuki is under it, and that ends the inning. Christian Yelich is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Drilled to the left side. Gregorius showing off the range. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Miguel Sano. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
No one out with a runner at second. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
Oh, and he sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Trevor Plouffe will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Trevor Plouffe.
Hit hard but foul. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away. Brian Dozier is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
And I'm sure he'd like a base hit right now here of any sort, but hey, another fly ball wouldn't be all that bad.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. The first baseman, Mark Teixeira, heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Mark Teixeira.
Hit hard on the ground to second. There is Dozier. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Brian McCann will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around.
Well, he's putting the ball in play, but clearly getting under it too much right now. It'd be nice for him to stay through one right here.
Right side and right into the shift. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Aaron Judd strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. This is line to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Kenny Vargas We'll start things out here for Minnesota with Joe Mauer on deck to follow.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball one. That's by him for strike one. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Gloved by Castro. Throws in time, and that's out number one. Striding into the box, Joe Mauer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he'll lay off a first pitch sinker, missing down and in for a ball. 1-0. Line drive to left. Judd is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. So two are gone in the Twins' half of the fifth, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher Kurt Suzuki. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. After it is Ellsbury. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Didi Gregorius will start things out for the Yankees here in their half of the sixth.
Shortstop.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. And he misses again, 2-0.
You can tell now in his 4th inning of work out of the bullpen, he's looking a little gassed.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. To 2-2 now.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. Ready now, Starlin Castro, and he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Sano moves over, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Matt Duffy will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
He's getting a lot of outs right now because he's attacking the hitters. He's not dancing around the zone.
Now this is swung on, and here's another fly ball out to right field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the... Byron Buxton gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike 1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he's retired here, 1 away. Eduardo Escobar will dig in here, 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single. Christian Yelich will be the batter. A couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Well, 2 singles isn't necessarily an eye-catching performance, but hey, I'm sure he's feeling just fine about it.
And there's the slider from Sabathia as he jumps ahead, 0-1. Hit hard back up the middle. Backhanded. Flip of his glove for 1. Back to first, and a great stretch there may be the difference. It's a double. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th, but before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Jacoby Ellsbury stands in as he can't connect here, 0-1.
Now he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And another foul ball. 1-2. Here it comes. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Now batting,
Carlos Beltran stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Swing and a liner, but this will be a foul ball. And this is swung on and missed that time by Beltran, and he's retired here for out number 2. Greg Bird stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. On, could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him in the inning. Miguel Sano steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at-bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Right there is Beltran, 1 away. Trevor Plouffe steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
And he will leap to make the acrobatic catch. Oh, man. Well done out there for the second out. Brian Dozier is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0. Sabathia's ready. Here it is on 1-0. Hot shot on the ground to short. Gregorius is there. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Mark Teixeira will start things off here for the Pinstripers. He'll be followed by Brian McCann waiting in the on-deck circle. Number 36 will come in and pitch now.
For the Twins, number 36.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. And that misses 2-2. Got him. The slurve that time, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Brian McCann will step in. A ground-out victim as last time. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike one. And it's quickly 0-2. Bases are empty, one man out. In the air now, out to right field. Moving under it, Sano. He's got it, and there are two down now. Aaron Judd strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
It doesn't look like the nerves are getting to him so far. He looks pretty good out there.
And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike two.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Kenny's Vargas will dig in for a third time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far.
Kenny's Vargas.
And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball one. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Sabathia sets his sights, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Line to the right side. Beltran is there, one away. Joe Mauer will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips.
Yeah, he got solid contact on that line out, but it just didn't work out. In this game, you have to trust your approach. Eventually, it's going to pay off.
And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The catcher, number 8.
Kurt Suzuki will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting the line.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Didi Gregorius gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Casey Fiend will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just...
Number 50, Casey Fiend.
Sliced hard on the ground. Dozier has it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Starlin Castro is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the 3rd inning. Hit in the air to center field. Under it is the center fielder. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Matt Duffy will stand in. He flew out his last time up. So now a pinch hitter set to come on as Brett Gardner's grabbed a bat and moved into the on-deck circle. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
Well, the one thing you can't have here is a 3-pitch inning, so he pretty much has to look at the first one.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Byron Buxton will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
And that misses inside, 1-0. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. Hard hit toward the hole. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. Digging in, Eduardo Escobar. He singled his last time up.
Eduardo Escobar.
There he goes. Fly ball heading for the alley. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And a relay home. And he will beat the throw to McCann, safe at home plate. Christian Yelich ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Right side hit hard. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And now Beltran's throw comes into the infield, and they'll be forced to hold the runner at third. Miguel Sano will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ran it in on the fists, 0-1.
This is not the first time today that he's chased out of the zone. That's why he's looking at a hat trick.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Runners at second and third here. Nobody out. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game. First pitch on its way. Trevor Plouffe comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And the pitch bounces off his glove, and that could be a run. But no, he'll hold it third. Runners are at second and third with one down. On the ground to the left side. Gregorius has it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Brian Dozier makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Swing and a miss on a pitch off the inside edge. It's 2-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
And that's cut on and missed. So now the Twins are down to their final strike here. And Sabathia misses here. It runs full now, 3-2.
And he does have a base open, so he doesn't have to give in on 3-2.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others.